inferences are doing, and in the full-fledged scenario, students are enjoying the videos and are able to understand, and many plethora of questions coming up. How to do this, ma'am? Please come up with the more passages, difficult passages, this passage and that passage. Yes, we'll surely do that. Don't worry about it, because you have to crack CLAT. This is our ultimate goal. 2021, the target for CLAT and the inferences questions go ahead. I had discussed now 5 to 6 passages with you, and today I directly start with the 7th passage here. I had already discussed with you what is inference, and I had taken these passages with you, short little passages, as I have said that I'm going to move from simple, complex and compound scenario. And this was about the villages, this is about the civil servants, this is about the person who is getting information from different sources and news, and this is about the purchasing power of the rural people. And now the new passage, 7th passage. I read out, read between the lines. This is called mind mapping. When you have this passage, you are able to take this passage in. You are able to absorb the passage. Your eyes focus on the meaning, and you take up the screenshot in your mind. No screenshot except your own mind, which will take it. Dear applicant, thank you for your application. We regret to inform you, that we will not be able to offer you a position in our office. That means the application is rejected. We received limited funding this year, means funds less. And it is impossible for us to offer jobs to all those who want them. As a result, we had to reject many highly qualified applicants. Such a simple little passage, an interesting one too. The passage says that some company, some XYZ company, has rejected the application of an applicant, and not because the applicant was lacking in something, because they had less funds this time, maybe because of corona pandemic. Everywhere funds are very, very less, and even highly qualified people are not being hired because the company doesn't have funds. So indirectly, directly, the application is rejected. Making a flow chart: rejected application, less funds, limited है, no funds मत करिएगा, limited funds, and impossible to hire, whom even very qualified people. This is my flow chart, my method of doing the things, and I hope you have understood, and you can follow any method. See, method may be any. The answer comes out right in this, right? So when we have this, we free the first inference from this. The number of applicants for jobs in the office exceeded the number of jobs available. Have you been told about how many jobs are available? Does the passage talk about number of jobs? That means XYZ company, does it tell you that we had 50 jobs? XYZ jobs, इस बार jobs कम या ज़्यादा है? No, it doesn't anywhere talks about number of jobs. It is incorrect. The applicant who received the letter was considered highly qualified. Okay, can be kept in, but always keep our answer. We have no idea, of course, but he says somewhere or the other that this person is qualified for this thing. Very little funding was available to the office this year. Of course, this is also true. We'll then choose out of them. And then we have is the application of the person who received the letter was considered carefully before being rejected. The application of the person who received the letter was considered carefully before being rejected. Now, we have no idea about the number of people who applied. The application who received was highly qualified because we had to Of course, very little funding. That is why funding was available to the office this year, right? The application of the person who received the letter was considered carefully. Right, because he clearly says that we are not being able to offer you a position. They have considered the application. He is highly qualified. Still, it cannot be there. So, in this case, the question should be so, which I do correct it, which cannot be inferred from the passage. You cannot infer the number of applicants for the job because it doesn't tell you how many job applicants are there. Those who received, applicant who received the letter was qualified, can be. Of course, he can be, cannot be. Can be and cannot be likely to be true that it can be. Very little funding was available to the office this year, right? It is clearly saying very little funding. The application, the person who received the letter was considered carefully before being rejected. Of course, because they said so. So, what cannot be inferred? This cannot be inferred. Moving on to the next passage. According to a recent study, the 10 biggest and most profitable companies in India, I repeat, 10 biggest and most profitable companies in India that follow the policy of social responsibility are also very profitable. 10 biggest and most profitable companies जो इंडिया में हैं that follow the policy of social responsibility are also very profitable because of their policy. These companies give generously to charity. How do they give? Generously means in a kind manner to charity, pay corporate taxes promptly and strictly follow environmental protection policies. Some of you feel not comfortable. I make up a flowchart and explain. What does the recent study says? That 10 biggest and most profitable companies, we are talking of 10 companies. How many companies? 10 companies. What do they follow? The policy of social responsibility. Means very responsible companies are very profitable. They get a lot of profit. Because I am underlining the key terms. Because of their policy, these companies give generously to charity. They give a lot of money in what? Charity. They are very social, responsible. They are very profitable. They give a lot of money in charity. Pay corporate taxes. They don't run away from their taxes. They don't evade their taxes. They paid their taxes promptly, quickly, and strictly follow environmental policies. Everything done good in this company. So we are talking of some XYZ 10 companies. Right? What happens to these companies? They are most profitable, biggest and profitable, most profitable, right? They are very socially responsible, right? These companies give in a lot of in charity, a lot of charity is done by them, and they also pay their taxes, right? And they also follow environmental policies, right? This is what is our inference. Okay, let's read. The first one, following a policy of social responsibility results in making a company profitable. That means if you are socially responsible, you can get a company will make profit. If you are socially responsible, your company will make the profit. This is already explained to you. This is a profitable company, and because it is a profitable company, they are socially responsible. It is not the vice versa relation. It is not because they are socially responsible, so they are profitable. It is because they are profitable, they are socially responsible. You know, when you have profit, you will give in charity. When you don't have profit, how can you be charitable and do your social responsibilities? Incorrect. It is possible for a company, it is, which word? Possible for the company that follows a policy of social responsibility to be profitable. Of course, if you are getting a large sum of amount, you are getting profit, you'll be socially responsible, you'll be environmental policies, you'll pay taxes, you will give your charity. If you are, right, what you are, socially responsible, everything perfect, of course. A company that gives generously to charity does so because of its policy of social responsibility. See, I told you and I repeat again, because the company is profitable, they are socially responsible, they give in charity, they give taxes, they give in. When company will not have profit, how would company do charity and social responsibility? That means ultimately, if you get profit, everything rotates on this. This is axis. Without profit, can you give in charity? Will any company give in charity generously? No, not at all. How can it? How will it pay the taxes? That is why in India we have a lot of evasion taxes. This is behind the curtain story. So, a company that gives generously to charity does so because of its policy of social responsibility. No. Companies that are very profitable tend to give generously to charity. Who are profitable, very profitable, tend to give. Now, when we compare it, give, always give, it means here tend to give, okay? And possible they may give. There are various companies in India who are very profitable, who get tons, what should I say, business tycoons. They are, a lot of money they have. Do they give money in charity? Do they pay their taxes? Are they socially responsible? Are their environmental policies followed? No. If it would have been, India would have become a utopia, heaven on earth. It isn't. It isn't, dearies, it isn't. So that is why I can't say are very profitable tend to means always give. हमेशा देती है, नहीं हमेशा नहीं देती है. ऐसा possible जब होगा जब profit है. अभी कहेंगे profit है मैम, you were saying profit है तभी तो देंगे. But कुछ तो ऐसे हैं जो profit है फिर भी नहीं देते dear. As the passage doesn't say that means all the companies give. It just talks of those 10. Hundreds of companies में से हमें एक portion दिया गया है. Out of this, these many give. Not all. Right? Have you understood it thoroughly? How I have taken out the inference? Basic idea is clear? Very good. Right? And I'll come up with new passages. And the passages would keep multiplying to be more complicated day by day. And keep writing, inbox me, do write to me how you're enjoying these videos. Right, students? Waiting for your boosting up to me so that I can give up and come up with new videos. Thank you, students. Do like our content and do share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.